closing my eyelids, I call you with silence, but wake up alone. Why can't you hear me? My thoughts of you piercing facades of stone.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. So for today's video, we are going to talk about something that you guys have always asked me multiple times. What do I use to do my note-taking? So the answer is both. I have tried both the traditional way of writing in your paper and of course the digital note-taking. I have just recently started with digital note-taking, but throughout the entire board season when I was reviewing, I mainly used digital note-taking since it was more convenient and I didn't use a lot of paper. I was going paperless and I really didn't want to print so many papers. So in that case, I decided that it was the time to do this digital note-taking thing, and it was best for me. I really enjoyed it. It's not for everyone, but I highly do suggest it because it's better, it's environment friendly. Of course, with any other note-taking strategies, what's best is not the notes, but of course the knowledge you acquire from your notes. So there are different pros and cons with going into digital note-taking. Of course, number one, you're going paperless. You're helping the environment. You are saving on paper, and at the same time, you're saving on this part where you're discarding papers afterwards and printing so much and spending too much on printers and buying on ink. Another pro would be that you can take your gadget anywhere with you, and in that way you can actually study anytime you want, anywhere you want. Number three, it's fast and efficient. You can just easily type in whatever you want, or if you have an Apple Pencil or if you have a pencil, you can use it. But then there are also cons with digital note-taking. Of course, you have to make sure that you get to save your files all the time. Kung mag-crash man yung laptop and di na save, nako, goodbye, notes. Distractions can always happen because you can easily just surf in the net. Third one is it may hurt your eyes. So I've tried that. I've tried studying the entire day with my iPad the whole day and I ended up sleeping with a headache. But yeah, those are the cons, but it's solvable. But I personally suggest that you guys try digital note-taking because it can really help. And when it comes to medicine, ang daming concepts that you have to learn. So it's best if you actually do it digital because you can see pictures. For me, I'm a visual learner, so I'm not a good drawer. I'm not a good artist and I can't draw like a brain and I can't draw those things. I'm so bad at it. So I prefer just grabbing a picture on Google and just putting it on my notes and then writing on there and putting down my notes and whatever I want. For you who is, thinking if you should start digital note-taking, I can tell you guys the basics on how to start about it. And so first things first, you have to find a really good app that can help you with your digital note-taking. So one of the software apps that I can suggest to you guys is EdrawMax. EdrawMax offers a lot of different ways for you to up your digital note-taking. I have personally enjoyed using it to make some of my notes pretty when I switched to digital note-taking. Paperless and still full of possibilities. It offers complete flexibility with a selection of platforms available to download and to use directly. It is available for Mac, Windows, Linux, and online. Aside from creating your own personal notes, they have pre-made templates and have a workspace that offers 280 types of diagrams, flowcharts, fishbone diagrams, UML diagrams, floor plans, and more. Here are sample ones from infographics which you can edit to make your own. You can modify the text easily, change the font, and do whatever you like to the infographics. If you're not happy, you can check the wide array of different infographic templates they have. They also have maps, different graphs, and charts that you can use. It's very, very easy to use and you have everything presented to you at the tip of your fingertips. They also have science and education infographics that you can use, like this earth structure which was done very beautifully. You can also create birthday cards, Valentine's cards, graduation cards, which you can edit and spice up more to your liking. There are 2,000 plus professional templates and 26,000 plus built-in symbols. You can also share your own and help other e-drawers in the template community. There's so many beautiful templates that have been pre-made by other users. Here I show you how I use EdrawMax as my software of choice for creating digital notes while studying. Starting with the interface of EdrawMax. It is user-friendly and you can have access to all the tools around it, from adding text, tables, mind maps, editing with the filling tool, adding pictures, editing paragraphs. You can start with a piece of document of your choice depending on what size you're comfortable with. I wanted a nice paper background, so I saved a few photos from Google and used this as part of my notes. So I created notes on the triangles of the neck, in which it can be divided into anterior and posterior neck. So I started with the anterior neck. So your anterior neck has different triangles, including your submental triangle, submandibular triangle, your carotid triangle, as well as your muscular triangle. So I created notes on that and I put in the boundaries and its contents because these are important locations that are in need for you to memorize for your anatomy. I used the same template for the posterior neck, and since I used the wrong photo, I just changed the photo from the anterior neck to the posterior neck. So for your posterior neck, you have your occipital and your subclavian triangles. Again, I put in the boundaries and contents because these are very important to know about, especially the contents of the triangles and the neck. Once you are done, you can then save your file and easily study your notes because it looks nice and pleasing to the eye. Of course, there are other things that you can do for your EdrawMax as well. Tables are a great way for you to study and compare two things, especially when it comes to medicine. You can create tables on EdrawMax and place it beautifully and even change the colors of the tables itself. You can add rows and columns anytime you want and even edit it to your liking. What I love is that creating digital notes when it comes to tables is very easy and really helps me in studying. You can then save and export your work to the file types including MS Office, PowerPoint, Excel, PDF, and JPEG, and more. And since it's the love month of February, EdrawMax currently has a Valentine's Day promotion of up to 60% off. You can check out their promotions page on their website and create and edit the templates you have to give to your loved ones. Try EdrawMax for free, and if you like it, don't hesitate to buy it at its best price. So after you have found your app of choice, whatever you want to, I do suggest that you choose EdrawMax. Also, secondly, what you can do is to find a format that you are comfortable with. So if you plan to study with a landscape or a portrait kind of format, it's up to you. It's up to you if you want it in a grid line, a dotted line, or yung mga lines. To mimic an actual notebook, it's up to you, but you have to find your format of choice so you'll be able to study. For me personally, I like to study writing on, free writing. Number 3, since medical school involves so many concepts to memorize, I do suggest that you guys study and create notes in bullet points. And when you're studying kasi digitally, or when you're reading, parang gano'n, pababa siya, instead na pagaganon ka. Like, it's better if you memorize it pababa. Kasi, of course, aside from the fact that it's spaced out beautifully, minsan, how I study is that when I memorize something, minsan, minimemorize ko kung saang line ko siya nakita sa notebook. Kunwari, like, I was making like 10 lines of bullet points. Like, I also remember which bullet point was like, oh, it was like the 7th bullet point. So, it's easier for me to memorize compared to if nakatabi-tabi siya. Kunwari, the information is on the left side and you have an information on the right side. It can be cluttery and that won't really help you. So here are samples of the notes that I've used and studied. So I create a header per topic and at the same time I make it colorful para mag-stand out talaga siya. And then for all the other information, as I mentioned, I do it in bullet points. And aside from that, I also make sure na may mga subheading siya per disease. And then all the rest will be the same color na black na yun yung body ng text relating to the disease. I guess what I loved about digital note-taking is that you can bring it anywhere and everywhere. And, for me, I wanted to study in the bed, I wanted to study standing up. Sometimes when I was studying, minsan parang nakatayo ako while eating, and then nagbabasa ako, nakaganon like siya. This is my phone, but like, you know, you get what I mean. Parang nakaganon yung iPad ko. I was also studying everywhere. So choosing paperless and digital note-taking was a good start for me, as I was able to save money from printing. And it was easy for me kasi of course when it comes to medical concepts, ang dami. Minsan if you want to go back to a certain concept and you have like papers around or like a binder, no, or a book, hahanapin mo pa sa index, ang dami pang hahanapin. Whereas when I switched to digital note-taking, I just searched and looked up for the word I wanted to search, and it will just appear in front of me in like a split second. And back when I was in med school, puro kasi ako paper kasi wala pa namang mga iPad, wala pang iPad pencil, wala pa. It wasn't feasible for me also to bring my laptop around. But now it's different. So dati parang hanapin ko pa talaga siya sa book, and it was hard and it was time consuming. So when I switched to digital note-taking, to digital study, that was when I realized na super daming benefits when it comes to that. So it's really up to you how to create your own notes. It can be aesthetically pleasing, it can be simple. It's really up to you. But I do suggest that you try out digital note-taking because it has so many benefits talaga. And I realized that over time. Like back in med school, I was so into yung traditional writing. I mean, I still do that, but ever since I switched to digital note-taking, ang dami talagang benefits. So kayo who asked me if an iPad is required in medical school, the answer is no. But if you can invest on that, then do so because mas marami ka masasave in the long run. Of course, when it comes to printing, mahal talaga nagpa-print these days. And you go paperless and it's more efficient. Of course, you just have to bring your charger everywhere. But yeah, it's very good for you to try it out for yourself because there are so many benefits that you can do with it. And like me as a visual learner, it really helped me a lot in passing the board exam because it was there through that I remembered how it looked like, and you know, medicine can be so conceptual. So check it out, try it out for yourself, and I tell you, you will enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out EdrawMax, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!